Hello, good morning, afternoon, evening, depending on where you're located, and a very happy Sail Talk Saturday.
Happy Sail Talk Saturday. It is Saturday,
the 24th of February.
February 24th, and you are here with Mark and Rocky.
That's right. A very good day to you, Lee. Thank you so much for joining this beautiful Saturday morning for us. Good afternoon to you. It is supposed to be in the high 70s today. We brought some Caribbean weather back with us from our cruises. Mark was gone for 14 nights on the Conquest doing an exotic Journeys cruise sailing. And then I joined him on the Carnival, here it is, Celebration for a 7-night cruise. And then we made the journey over to West Palm Beach to set sail on Margaritaville at Sea Paradise. Whew!
I honestly can say I've never been more excited to get home from a cruise than not Margaritaville at Sea per se, but just being gone for 25 nights. It was an epic journey. I'm very blessed that I had the ability to do that, but I was excited to come home and see Hero, who is listening over there, and just unpack and do some laundry myself versus Carnival doing my laundry.
Yeah, agreed. It was nice while it lasted. We are now home for, we've got 6 days, as you can see on the screen there, until our next cruise. That is on Virgin Voyages Valiant Lady, sailing out of San Juan.
We leave on Friday?
I looked at the app and it said 6 days.
6 days and 16 hours or something like that. So technically more like 6 3/4 days.
Right. But anyway,
where are we going on that cruise, Rocky? Tell everyone where we're going.
Well, let's see if I can remember.
I know we're going to San Juan.
We're
flying from MCO to San Juan.
Correct.
With our friends Brian and Christopher.
Yes. So yeah, we'll be going to San Juan. We'll be hitting up Aruba. I want to say Curacao, Martinique, which is new for me. I don't know about you, Mark.
I don't think I've ever been to Martinique before.
So that's exciting. I think he's pulling it up right now. Or he's responding to messages.
I am. We've got the technology. We've got the technology where we can look to see where we're going next week.
So, there we go.
So yes, you hit it. You hit it up. He's so good. He knows where we're going. Aruba, Curacao, Fort de France, Martinique. Oh, and St. Kitts. We're going to St. Kitts. Yay.
Yeah, so that's exciting. It's going to be a great cruise. We only have 2 sea days, one at the very beginning and one right after Curacao.
Oh.
It's those Southern Caribbean. You have so many places that you have to go. It's a lot.
Again, first world problems. I realize, please, you're probably rolling your eyes at me when I'm like, no, I want to be on the ship more. Those are going to be amazing ports, and I'm super excited for the itinerary. And I'm super excited to see Brian and Christopher. We have not seen 2 idiots, 1 ship in ages.
Since Meraviglia. This guy.
On a cruise ship, I mean.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
true. We haven't seen them on a ship in ages.
That's true. It has been quite a while. Let's get back to a couple of comments that came through. Okay. Hey, Max, how you doing? I believe you are currently hitting the slopes up there. Snow again.
Are they in Whistler again?
Yes.
I'm telling you.
They're using that pass. I mean, it's good, right?
Whistler?
Whistler. Yeah, I know.
Never.
Hey, Tom. Good day to you. How are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful weekend so far.
We're going to meet Tom.
We are. We're going to meet Tom on the Firenze. That's really exciting.
And then he's going to sail with us on the group cruise. I know it. I mean, so like we're going to get to see Tom multiple times.
We are. That's exciting. Karen Bird. Hello.
Hello. I didn't see the comment.
Lee said that he sailed with Brian Christopher Slott's team. So that is a different Brian and Christopher, believe it or not. But we've heard amazing things about those individuals. They're great guys as well.
Which Brian and Christopher do we think are going to be better?
I mean,
I don't think they're watching today. So
they're not. It's true. Maybe they'll tune in later and then they'll give us a hard time. We're supposed to be we're supposed to be staying with the guys.
Oh, that's right.
Both post and pre-cruise.
Post and pre?
I know. I went the other way around. So we got to be nice.
Okay.
Marcy, hey, you were able to get in chat. That's awesome.
Hi, Marcy.
I know that, Marcy, you were having some issues with the chat before, but it looks like we got that resolved. So, hey, good morning. Hey, look at that. We got a thumbs up there.
Cool.
That's so weird. This new technology.
Yeah, I tell you.
So weird. Tony G, 1975. Hello from Florida.
Whereabouts in Florida?
Yeah, where are you?
the cruise capital of the world.
Right? Are you heading out on a cruise, or do you live in Florida? That's the question to ask.
Also, can we stay with you when we visit?
We are just building out our Rolodex of people.
Airbnbs, yeah.
I said Rolodex. Can you believe it?
Yeah, you're old.
I know. Cruising with Brandy. Hey, I got something I got to throw up onto the stage now. I mean, as long as Brandy's here, we might as well. Yeah, the stage. Here, see?
We have a
Wait. She's blocking her own self. We got to meet Brandy. It was so awesome getting to sail with you, Brandy, last week, I guess it was, on the celebration.
Last week?
I know, it doesn't feel
Feels
like
it was a lifetime ago.
It does.
I miss Brandy.
I know. Brandy, we need to go to dinner. We need to get a drink.
Yes. Yes.
But no, it was awesome getting to meet you, Brandy. Thank you so much for joining us on the Carnival celebration. And, you know, we look forward to seeing you again, hopefully on the group cruise coming up. And I believe Brandy's also going to be on one of the Firenze cruises.
Firenze,
so we've got some more chances to catch up and enjoy your company.
And if y'all ever wanted to know what it was like to cruise with us, outside of the videos and posts and blogs and all of that stuff, Brandy can tell you with authority what it's like. And so I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or not. So we may use her testimonial for the group cruise. We'll see.
We'll see. Hopefully,
thank you, Brandy.
Yeah. No.
Chris is here.
Chris is here. Yes. Hey, Chris.
We also met Chris on board the Carnival celebration.
We did. Hey, Chris.
Chris
from
joining.
Nolans.
Nolans. We've got a place to stay in Nolans.
We do.
We're just building out the Rolodex.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I said that at first, but you know it's fine. Waypoint Explorers, good morning.
Hello.
Happy Saturday. Hope you've got some good coffee with you.
It's good to see you again.
Yes. Oh, Brandy gave us some hearts and said, "Aw."
Oh, okay. So,
yep.
Okay.
The boys are back in town. Yes, we are, Vince. Thank you so much for tuning in.
I'm
yes.
not saying that, otherwise we'll get
Yeah, we'll start losing followers as well. Chris. Chris enjoyed sailing with us. Thank you.
Love you boys.
Brandy said that it was all good things, so thank you for that.
That's going to go on the website. Love you boys. All good things.
I just got another thumbs up.
You should. I'm telling you, Brandy can tell you what it's like to eat with us. We'll take that appetizer and that appetizer and that appetizer and that appetizer.
She never said anything. She was really good.
She was very kind. She's like, yes, I will have the salad and just one main entree.
She can't have too many croutons. We did learn that.
Croutons, cantaloupe.
Oh, it's cantaloupe. I knew it was a C. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. And then Gabby, good morning and good afternoon to you.
Hello to the Campbells.
Oh, and now we have Angela, the other shout out that we were going to do this morning.
Oh my gosh, we've got all sorts of shout outs this morning. Angela, seriously, Gen X Cruisin'. This is amazing. A shock. I don't know how you did this. I don't know who you know at Carnival Corporate, but if you could drop in my resume, that was just an absolute amazing surprise to have Cruise Cash waiting for us. We used that Cruise Cash on Valentine's Day, actually.
We did.
So Angela bought us a Valentine's Day meal. We had
Bonsai Sushi, the ship for two.
We had the ship for two, and it was absolutely amazing. And so we raised a glass to you while we were enjoying that at Bonsai Sushi. So thank you. That was very, very nice.
That was so kind. So unexpected. When we walked into the room and saw that note waiting for us on our bed, we're like, what? What is this? Oh. Well, thank you so much, Chris, for that super sticker. We really do appreciate that. That is very generous. Thank you.
Thank you.
Marcy, 73 days till we get to meet you on the Firenze. You are on the original inaugural. That's May 2nd.
Inaugural. So
May
it's
2nd.
the inaugural.
That's right.
We're going to be we are bringing surprises for both inaugurals.
We are?
They're ducks.
Oh,
but I mean, they're surprises.
I don't even.
You're not
surprising me. Apparently,
you're not going to be surprised. But everyone that finds the duck will be surprised.
That's cool.
Can you believe 73 days?
Well, it's even less than that for us.
Well, yeah, it's 6 for us.
No, I'm saying until the actual inaugural of Firenze.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, that's like 60 something days now. That's wild.
Aww.
Yes, Angela, that was super kind and super unexpected. So thank you for that.
I love this. Keep dropping those comments.
I know. This is great.
If you can't tell, this is our favorite part of the day. There really is some cruise news. I just want to mention one thing.
Yeah.
The Carnival Legend. If you saw it yesterday, she was completely stopped. They stopped all engines. There were technical issues that caused Speed to stop moving. Carnival sent out a letter to both guests on board as well as guests on tomorrow's sailing to say that it has become clear that the sailing will be delayed, the return will be delayed, and the future sailing will be delayed.
Yep.
Good news, we pulled up her itinerary. We pulled up her ship location this morning. She's going at a blistering 19 knots. I say blistering for that class of ship. She's an older ship.
That class actually is rated to go 22.
Okay,
yeah.
So she's almost going full speed,
she is.
Which is better than the 0 speed she was going yesterday for several hours as engineers tackled the problem. No, we don't know. We have not heard yet from Carnival Corporation if they've resolved it for good or if they're going to need to do additional work when she comes back home into port. But good news, the folks that are on the current sailing are no longer just sitting there. No, everything was operational.
That's good.
Lights, food, bars, everything was still plumbing. Everything was still operational. It truly was an issue that was impacting the propulsion, which seems to be a Carnival Cruise Line.
Well, not necessarily, because we saw Radiance of the Seas encounter that last
Remember
summer.
In Alaska, she got stuck in Alaska for 3 weeks or something like that. So it just seems to be more and more. I guess when you're cruising, when you are having record numbers of sailings, I guess you're going to probably see some breakdowns.
Yeah, those ships are going nonstop. I mean, even when they come into port to change out for the next cruise, it's in and out within the same day. So those ships are always on the move.
That was one of the cutest things that I've ever heard on the Carnival celebration. I will say that the individual had a blue card, which we love blue cards. We will go up and we truly will go out of our way to make blue cards feel extra special because we want them to fall in love with sailings.
And if you don't know what a blue card is, that means it's their very first time sailing on Carnival Cruise Lines.
And some gal, I overheard her saying, she said, "Oh my gosh, I just heard they're going to sail out again today. They're going to, once we get off, a new group of people are going to get on and they're going to sail today."
Wild.
So it just totally made me smile. I was like, yep, that is how it's going to work. They are going to leave again today.
That is how it goes.
Very little downtime.
So great interactions that we had on that sailing. It was a lot of fun. Still more comments coming in. Oh my gosh.
Keep them coming.
I know. Carnival Cruise Addicts. Hey, welcome in. Good day to you. Thanks for tuning in. Angela set sail on the Legend with her ma in July, UK and Iceland. She goes into dry dock.
Iceland? Huh?
What?
The Legend?
Yeah.
What? Tell me more.
She's going to be based out of, Southampton? She's doing her... Yeah, they like to do that with the Spirit class. They like to move the Spirit class to either do the Mediterranean or Northern Europe. So that sounds amazing. I'm sure that she'll be all in good hands by the time that you get on board. I love her
next comment. She being the ship, not my mom. Going into dry dock. That's fantastic.
I needed that laugh. Thank you, Angela.
Fantastic. Hey, can we get on one of those sailings? I would love to do.
Yeah, we can look at it.
Okay.
For sure. Y'all are such nerds. I love it. Thanks, Chris.
We go up to first time cruisers and we just introduce ourselves and say hello.
Yeah.
Yes, we are nerds. I will tell you, I couldn't sleep this morning because I really wanted to get, I'm working on our MSC Yacht Club menus, our dinner menus and photos. I'm creating a whole series of Weekly Wednesdays. It was a series on the blog that we did when we first started out called Weekly Wednesday, where we would introduce and go in depth on a specific topic or content. And so I'm working on a series of Weekly Wednesdays that highlight all of the menus and food on board the Yacht Club. And so couldn't sleep. That's a nerd.
Yeah. I woke up to him getting up to go do that. So then, of course, I got up and started prepping for this, which worked out. It was fine.
Worked out well.
Yep. Let's see here. It looks like Carnival Cruise Addict said hey to Angela.
Haha, Angela.
Oh, they said haha. I'm sorry.
The ship about her mom.
Yeah, sorry. The coffee hasn't kicked in for me yet, apparently.
It's kicking in for me.
So does a 12-day Dover return. So I'll take a look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, I mean, we don't have to get on. I don't want her to think we're just going to follow her on her ship. But I mean, maybe.
And yes, love the blue cards for sure, Brandy. They make cruising fun.
And they are having fun. They are choosing fun by choosing cruise. We did meet a blue card. What did I miss? Come with us. Oh, see, it's meant to be. Now we are cruising. We are cruising in July already.
Yes.
We have a couple of different sailings in July.
Well, we haven't put it up on our calendar yet because it's not fully booked.
You haven't booked it yet?
No, I know.
I don't know.
Hey, oh, cool. Carnival Cruise Addicts is going on the celebration tomorrow.
That's amazing.
Oh, I was just going to say, you have a new playlist in the main theater.
You have a new playlist?
Yeah, new playlist cast.
A new playlist
Cast.
show or
Cast.
cast?
The new cast. They take over tomorrow.
Oh,
This was the closing week of the cast that we saw.
Oh, fun. That's going to
Yeah.
be cool.
It is. It's going to be fun.
Blake.
Hey, Blake. Hope
Oh my
you're having a
gosh.
great weekend as well.
Yes, I do hope you're having a great weekend.
We're meeting all sorts of people that are coming into this live
I
event
love
that we
this.
met on the celebration.
I love this.
So it's wonderful.
Blake, I loved your response to the tweet last night on the cruise news. So another piece of cruise news: there was an individual, a lady who was far into her pregnancy. She still booked the cruise despite the cruise contract and despite the website clearly stating once you are past 26 weeks, 24 weeks, 24 weeks,
I think it is.
the cruise industry across the board, you are not able to sail because cruise facilities, they don't have the equipment to make sure that the mom and the newborn would be safe in the event that she went into labor.
Yeah, and if there's
so
complications or whatever.
the gal booked the cruise and the cruise denied her boarding. And she was so upset about that. She was like, it is discrimination toward pregnant individuals. In reality, it is for the safety of the mom and the safety of that child. And so
and the
the
safety
cruise
of
line,
the crew.
by the way, the cruise line absolutely stood by their decision.
Yeah.
They came out and they said, no, we stand by this decision. We make it very clear. And it is all about the safety of the individual. And so that was another story in the news. They are seeking action against Carnival. They're upset. They're frustrated. But truly, imagine if something, gosh forbid, imagine if Carnival allowed them to board and something did happen to her or the child.
Then there would be more legal action being seeked out by this family.
Yeah.
So
here's a tip. If you are pregnant and thinking about taking a cruise, just Google. Can I cruise while pregnant? Literally the very first cruise line result, very first result on Google was Carnival's policy that made it very clear. So that was another piece of cruise news out there. So,
you can sail if you're pregnant.
Yep.
There's just a certain time frame that they prefer you not
Correct.
to be on board. That's all.
I love it. Our friends all know each other.
They do.
Our friends know each other.
Chris just realized that we're not on a ship right now, that we're actually at home.
We are at home. It is a bit wild.
Yes.
We added some new backdrop in, a whole new series. We've got MSC and Celebrity and Carnival and Norwegian. Margaritaville is up there too. Yep, Margaritaville's represented. We've got and then Virgin and Carnival, and we just have a whole representation back there.
Yeah.
We wanted to make sure that we represented.
We did indeed.
And then Carney, Rocky the Carney. Rocky is wearing Carnival Celebration today, and I put on some red and yellow because I was feeling colorful today. Look at this hat.
Oh, that's a fun hat.
Isn't that a fun hat?
Is that Los Angeles? Is that what it says?
Yes,
Oh.
it says Los Angeles.
I don't know. It says Los Cabos.
Los Cabos.
All right.
Los
So
Cabos.
you're repping your Mexican Riviera cruise.
Isn't that
I know that's fun. That's awesome.
Anyway.
All right. Chris
Sorry,
said
back
that.
to- oh, gosh.
Fun fact: day of boarding the celebration, he left his passport in the Uber. It fell out of his jacket. He almost. Oh my gosh, Chris, what a nightmare. When we were flying home, we were sitting in the club at Charlotte Airport, and someone actually dropped their passport in the airport. And
Someone tracked them down in the club. The guy was almost in tears because he didn't realize it. He's like, oh my gosh, you have no idea. And so, oh gosh,
I'm
got goosebumps.
curious, Chris, how you got your passport back. That's scary. Oh, wow. Anyway. So yeah, you are channeling your Mexican Riviera vibes right now with California and Los Cabos.
Because I'll be on a Mexican Riviera sailing in, I don't know how many days. Do you know how many days?
We will in the 60-something days, if you're on site.
I sometimes forget that. Rocky comes with me on these sailings.
I don't understand.
Because you've gone on multiple cruises without me.
I've gone on 2 without him.
I've
He's been
gone
on like
like
20 without me.
I've gone on like 2 without you.
Oh, sure.
Chris,
Oh,
I'm
my
glad
gosh.
you found your passport because that terrifies me slightly.
Yeah, it really does. I was really hoping that BKF would join today because we've got some content that I know BKF was asking for.
Okay.
So I'm going to hold off on putting on the surprise until a little bit later, unless BKF joins sooner.
There's a surprise?
Yeah, it's the historical stuff from the ship that we were just on. BKF really wanted to
Well,
see
I
that.
haven't even seen that.
I know.
I haven't even seen
I
that
know.
stuff yet.
I
Okay.
know.
I'm looking up two things.
Okay.
One, I did not tweet it yet. And so I will be tweeting it probably later today.
Okay.
Carnival Celebration, cruise news, some
Yeah.
cruise news here. Carnival Celebration was a milestone sailing for me, which is, I consider it cruise news.
Yes.
Which was super exciting. It was my 50th Carnival sailing with the cruise line,
Yep.
and my 365th day at sea on a Carnival cruise ship. So I am in that exclusive club.
As a diamond.
There's no perks to
No,
this club.
there is not.
I get laundry, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm in the exclusive club of sailing a year at sea on board Carnival Cruise Line. And now across all of our other sailings, I mean, we're racking up the days. And so
Yes.
I'm super excited to get back on Virgin. And then right after Virgin, not even a month later, we jump back on MSC. We're going back on MSC Meraviglia, y'all, but we're not doing Yacht Club. We're just doing the standard room so that we can compare and contrast the experience.
I'm scared.
I'm excited. I'm Rocky's scared. I'm excited.
Two different emotions.
It's going to be really cool to be able to sail with several of the same crew members that we met on board.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's Firenze. And then May.
We're working on Alaska with the family.
With the family. And then June.
We are on the Islander. Margaritaville at sea.
Inaugural sailing. And then July.
Spirit.
And then August. July.
Oh, and then July again, you're on the Celebration.
So y'all,
and then August, we're back on Valiant Lady.
Oh, that's right. We've got a bachelor party on Valiant Lady.
We do.
I'm super excited.
There's a lot going on.
Yes.
And I actually wanted to comment. So you talked about it was your 50th cruise with Carnival. It was your 365th day at sea with Carnival. The Celebration was also my celebrating point because it was my 15th 15 cruise with Carnival, and it was my 100th night at sea with Carnival. So we both had some small milestones.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I mean, look at that. We were on the Celebration.
We were. How appropriate.
Who's getting on the Celebration tomorrow? Remind me.
That is Carnival Cruise Addicts, I want to say. Yeah.
Yes, Carnival Cruise Addicts. Hey, can you do us a favor? Drop us a note and let us know. I'd love to hear from you in terms of the experience on board Celebration this coming week. We had Louis, the cruise director.
Yes.
And I think he's still on for a couple more sailings.
Yeah, he's still there.
Louis was good.
Go see Fatima at Guest Services.
Go see Fatima at Guest Services.
She was awesome.
She is absolutely amazing. Please tell her Mark and Rocky say hello. Yes. I mean, she was truly one of the highlights of the cruise.
Yes.
She actually sent a platter, a bottle of champagne to our room.
Strawberries.
White chocolate covered strawberries to our room. So please go tell Fatima we say hello. She was just great.
Yep.
I'll be curious. I'd love to hear from you in terms of the experience with lines and comedy. If you go to the comedy shows or the piano bar or the theater, I'd be just curious. We had some interesting experiences on the Celebration that we didn't have the first couple of times we sailed her,
or even on the Jubilee.
We didn't experience it on the Jubilee. We didn't experience it on Mardi Gras. But the last week on the Celebration, we saw a lot of lines and a lot of waiting. And so I'll be curious to get your perspective if you see that, or if maybe it was just something that was unique with our sailing.
Yeah, that would be.
Thank you, Chris, by the way, for holding us a seat at comedy. I literally kind of sat on the edge of the seat that one night. Remember that? And I was facing this way, and the comedian was over here, but it was the only space that we had.
Yeah. Okay, coming back to some comments. Chris said that his Uber driver did not speak English, so when he finally got on the phone, he had to have someone translate for him.
Oh wow, to get the passport.
So back. He was able to get back in touch with them. Blake wants to know when we're going to post the full Margaritaville at sea review. Can't wait to hear about the full experience.
Blake, thank you for asking that, because Rocky's like, well, we can work on it tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. And I'm like, no, we need to get this out because I'll give a little teaser. I am still itchy.
So it's not an easy task to complete the editing of these videos. I'll say that. I'm putting a lot of effort into it and spending a lot of time working on all of the edits and making all the adjustments that need to be done. The hope is to get it up tomorrow. I'm going to be optimistic about it. And hopefully we can achieve that goal. I would say at the latest we'll have it up Monday. But I know Mark really wants it up tomorrow. So I may not sleep tonight. pretty much is what that comes down to.
Wait, I'm pulling up my Amazon order history because I want to share it on the screen. I don't know if will the camera pick it up?
Maybe.
I'm going to try. I ordered something, y'all, from Amazon last night that I just want to put on the screen for you all to see. We can drop it in the description. Feel free to
put
order
this in
it.
our Amazon store.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ordered this after, just to give you a little preview, I ordered this after our Margaritaville at Sea sailing.
Okay, put that down, please.
Flea spray.
Yeah.
Yes, I ordered flea spray. More to come in the full review. Stay tuned.
He started using his foot to scratch behind his ear. I'm telling you, it was a little weird. Yeah. So to answer your question, Blake, we are working on it.
Sorry, that was a long segue.
That was a detour.
Blake's question.
That was a detour.
Oh, I'm so itchy.
I know. You're gonna be alone in that VIP.
I don't know. 365 maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. So fun catching up. Carnival Cruise Addict said congratulations.
Not on my Amazon purchase, but
I don't think so.
On the milestones.
Yes, on our milestones, correct. Blake said, didn't she send the free Wi-Fi in reference to Fatima?
We made a little mistake on the Wi-Fi. There was some confusion.
Yeah.
We thought she sent Wi-Fi. She actually sent the champagne and strawberries. So she took care of the Wi-Fi, and so we lost our Wi-Fi, but that's okay.
Yep. We
a little confusion.
Oopsies. Louise Claire.
Yeah, Luis.
Is that how?
Yes,
that's what he goes
that's
by.
His name. Yes,
Oh.
I can't read it because it's so small.
No, I know it's fine. Not going to be like Lee. I'll tell you, it was very strange not having Lee on the celebration. That is Lee's ship, but Louis did a great job.
He did.
We had really good interactions with some of the cast about how Louis is as their boss, and they've said really good things.
I mean, I would say he did a good job. I mean, I think Lee does a great job.
Yeah.
I mean, he was good. I would sail with him again.
Yeah.
Did you see that they'll say hi to Fatima?
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I hope that I hope it totally makes her day. I
hope so
really
too.
hope that it makes her day.
You may have to bring a picture of us. I don't
She's
know.
like, who are Mark and Rocky?
I'm sure she'll remember us.
And Emerson is on vacation.
He is.
Otherwise, I would say hi to.
But
say hi to
Denise,
Emerson.
she was awesome too.
Denise,
Denise is running the sports.
Go up to this. Be sure to use the ropes course. It's super fun.
Hopefully, Bolt is back up and running now.
I don't know.
We haven't heard.
I'm itchy over here. Sorry.
Dana, can't wait to see y'all on the Firenze. Not on the Firenze until November. Excited to see everything that we post, and so that they can start prepping. We'll have our hands full. 17 nights. It's a lot of time to get content for you.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, we will be posting stuff during the sailing, so we can't be on the ship for 17 nights and not post videos and post. And so you'll be seeing stuff as we go.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. Chris, itchy.
Itchy.
Itchy. Macrina said, ew, itchy, ugh. Yeah, Mark's really itchy right now. Yucky, nasty. Blake is screaming. Waypoint Explorer said, oh no. Miss Aretha said, oh no. Carnival Cruise Addict said, fleas, not bed bugs. Well, we would much rather fleas over bed bugs. I'll tell you, the remedy for bed bugs is not pleasant.
It's extreme.
You have to throw out a bunch of stuff because it's really hard to get rid of them.
Yeah,
so
it's extreme. And now nothing has been confirmed. We're going to just, as a preventative precautionary measure, we are going to spray the suitcases. They have been, we stripped down in the garage when we got home and threw everything right in the wash.
Yep.
The suitcases have been sitting outside for the last 4 days now, literally outside. And we're going to spray them down. Everything has been laundered and washed. We're going to spray them down just for preventative measures.
Right.
Aren't you excited for this full review? Aren't you? Margaritaville at sea. So I will say, I do want to say before they're like, wait a minute.
I know.
There was so much we loved
There
about
was.
this experience, about the ship, about the drinks, about the entertainment. We were shocked. But there might be some deal breakers you hear about in the full review coming soon.
Coming soon to this channel. I'm sorry, I was cracking up at the comment from Waypoint Explorers. They said maybe you can merge some decorative flea collars.
We could brand them Margaritaville at sea. Sorry.
Oh, that's a great comment. I love it.
Oh,
Brandy said that she's
fantastic.
at work, but she'll watch us later. Can't wait for the review. Brandy, have a good day at work. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was, again, such a pleasure getting to meet you last week or so on the celebration.
Yeah.
We
Wish
really
you would have come to Margaritaville at Sea with us.
That would have been fun. Would have been something. Macrina said that she loves the zip line and the ropes course. Yes, on the celebration, though, we did the ropes course like 4 times, actually. We had so much fun on there.
One of the workers actually came out with us because they are able to have their technology on the ropes course from a safety perspective. And they were able to actually take pictures of us on the ropes course, which was super, super cool. So I've never had pictures directly up on the ropes course because you're not allowed to have that sort of stuff.
Right. It was awesome. And then Chris said, why did you choose to go on this cruise again? That's a great question. So we put out a poll to our Facebook followers and said, here's a list of all the cruise lines that we have not been on. What cruise line would you like to see us go on in 2024? There were several of them that came up. Norwegian was one, and Mark actually crossed that off of his list right at the time that we posted that poll. We got MSC done, and that was another top pick. And Margaritaville
at Sea. The number one top pick was Margaritaville.
Margaritaville at Sea was our number one top pick. So we did it for our followers. We did it for our viewers. And, you know, it was actually a really great experience. We're really glad that we had the opportunity to go on it. We are doing Margaritaville at Sea again, but it's for the inaugural of their new ship.
The first sailing. We're doing a first sailing.
So hopefully there will be no critters on that ship.
Or in the bed, because I don't want to have to wipe critters out of the bedding again.
Right. Yes, the ropes course did mess up your hair. I know. I'm sorry. You had to go back to your room and redo your hair up. I'm sorry, Chris. Okay, so I think we're at a good point right now where we can go through this. Well, we can do some more cruise news. Yeah. Let's do that.
Go ahead.
Miss Aretha's laughing at you, by the way.
Go ahead. Pull up what you were pulling up. That's good.
Well, actually, can you send a message on Instagram to Brandon, to BKF, and see if he's joining?
I can. Yes.
Okay.
I do want to mention one other thing real quick. Carnival yesterday very quietly, or 2 days ago now, actually, quietly put out their full annual report, 2023's annual report, where they did report a slight loss per share in terms of their operations. The other thing notably missing, and this is what I tweeted last night, is notably missing is any reference to shareholder benefits for 2024 and beyond. So the current shareholder benefit program, where you get $100 for every 7-day booking you have of onboard credit, or $250 if you go on a 2-week cruise like we were on the Carnival Conquest, $250 onboard credit. There is no reference to that program continuing. They report on it every year in the annual report, which is why I've been waiting. I'm not a big annual report reader usually, but I have been waiting for this for a couple of months now. No reference to the shareholder credit. And so everything on their website still has the February 28th, 2024 expiration date. Book by that. And sail by July 31st, 2024 in order to do shareholder credit. Now, I am hopeful that they will continue it because every other line does. But they've also cut out a lot of things. Here's a fun fact. They reported a 20% decrease in cost with the rollout of Starlink, the new blazing fast low Earth satellite internet. 20% savings. This was in the annual report. Yet they've increased the cost of Wi-Fi by almost 80%. If you look at the plans over the years, almost 80%. So they have almost literally doubled the cost of internet while bringing it down, the cost to them down significantly. So that is all margin that Carnival is pulling in on the new Wi-Fi plan. So when you get on board and you pay $300 like Paul and I did for the Carnival Conquest, when you pay $350 or whatever it was, know that that's all going to the bottom line because Starlink has really reduced the costs.
Well, they have to cover the cost of the installation of the equipment.
Frustrating. Anyway.
Gosh.
Yes, we'll keep you posted on the shareholder benefit. If you've used it, drop a comment because we love that perk. And if you don't know about it, let us know and we will be happy to help you with your shareholder benefit.
Oh, absolutely. Some other Carnival news that came out yesterday, the day
Okay.
before, and that was the new expansion to Celebration Key.
That's right. Thank you. I'll let you take that one.
I don't really know a lot of details about it. You did the recording
Oh,
yesterday.
okay. Well,
Mark's got all the news
well,
stories
I
today.
can't really point at that, can I?
No?
Right there,
No?
right there. $100 million expansion to Celebration Key already announced. So Carnival announced their private island not that long ago, and they've already announced that they are going to be expanding. They are adding $100 million to, what is that black screen that keeps coming up? It's weird.
I don't know.
Anyway, they're going to add $100 million by adding a second pier that is capable of holding 2 more Excel class ships. That means they will be able to support 4 Excel class ships at the same time, or 26,000 Carnival cruisers, all in one place, all at the same time. It's going to be like Lord of the Flies. It is going to be, it will be interesting. For comparison's sake, Royal Caribbean's Perfect Day at Coco Cay can support a maximum of 13,000 cruisers.
That's one icon of the seas.
Not quite. So this expansion that they have announced will support up to double that.
Yeah.
It will be completed in 2026. And they have plans to continue the expansion of the island. Thankfully, because I don't know where they're going to put 26,000 people, they plan to expand. If you pull that graphic back up, you'll notice in the left-hand side of that graphic, or the upper left-hand side, phase 2 expansion. So there's an entire section of Grand Bahama that they have planned for phase 2 expansion. So in addition to being able to support lots of people, they will be able to have lots of space.
Right.
I'm sure that expansion will be an upcharge.
Oh, no doubt. It'll be interesting. And you know, while we were sailing on the Celebration, Carnival announced their 4th XL class ship. So for them to say that they can hold 4 XL class ships at this new destination, that makes me wonder if that 4th ship is still coming to the Caribbean and not to California like we were speculating.
Dang it. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Well, yes, of course it's coming to the Caribbean then.
But I wonder what port.
But where?
Exactly. Because
So
they've already got Mardi Gras sailing out of Port Canaveral, and that pays some homage to the Space Coast. And then you've got Celebration, which is very Miami based, and then Jubilee, which is very Texas based. I don't think they could put one in New Orleans
or New York.
That wouldn't. I don't know that would make sense. Tampa, they wouldn't be able to go into the bridge.
Where do you think this 4th Excel class giant is going to be based? Would they base 2? They could base 2 out of Miami.
They could.
They could do what Royal is doing with Stripper of the Seas or Star of the Seas. I will always remember when Bubba was like, that sounds like a stripper name.
I didn't hear that. That's funny.
Star of the Seas.
Okay.
They're doing 3 and 4 day itineraries. They could do an Excel class that's just
dedicated. You're thinking it's going to be a short
to 3 and 4 day
that's
itineraries.
Utopia that's doing shorts.
Or Utopia. Sorry. Thank you. So that could be based out of Miami, and it could just do short itineraries.
Right.
Interesting.
I don't think Mobile could handle it, and I don't think Everglades could.
Everglades, I think, could handle it.
Carnival doesn't really have any presence there right now. I don't know if they would have
give
to
them a chance.
Right. I don't know if they would have to do some.
They'd have to do some major work. Yeah.
Right. I agree with you though, Waypoint. I think Long Beach would be awesome for them. This way we have an Excel class within reach from us.
That's my vote.
Okay, we got a couple more comments that came through. Macrina said that you took one for the team. Fresh fleas. Yeah. Waypoint Explorers said that's a great perk, talking about the shareholder benefit that may sour them a little bit for future CCL sailings. The message more than the money. Yeah. Not great. Have we booked Celebration Key yet? We have not. Yeah, you can see by his face, he's not happy. We are actually we're considering making the first visit to Celebration Key a group cruise. We're kind of thinking about that. Apparently Mark is not, but I am. So we have some conversations to do and to make sure we're on the same page.
It will be on the Carnival Conquest, yes?
I have to look at the actual dates of arrival, but either the Conquest or the Celebration.
So Carnival Conquest, it'll be on the Conquest.
Okay.
Gonna call that right now between the two.
Yeah.
So it's funny because I just did the Conquest and Celebration side by side, and I forgot how much I love the older, smaller ships. It was so easy. You'll hear it in my full review whenever that goes out.
And so that'll be July of next year. we're still a year plus out from that.
So what do we need to do to book that? Because Blake clearly wants to know.
Well, let me do some research on dates when the ships will be there.
I love you
While
all.
I'm editing the videos, I'll do that.
I love you all. No, I can do the research on that. That's something easy. Carnival.com works not well, but it works okay. I love you all because you are the reason I get to go on more cruises. Because this guy's like, well, no, we probably shouldn't go on another one.
I am not saying that.
But then Blake is like, hey, have you guys booked Celebration Key yet? No, Blake, we haven't. But we should.
Moving right along, Marcy says that Celebration Key will be too crowded for them. I agree. That's a lot if you have 4 ships docked there, 4 Excel class ships. Even having 2 Excel class ships is a lot of passengers. Yeah, so that'll be interesting.
Carnival Cruise Addicts, look at that last comment real quick.
Oh. They booked the Conquest in July 25 on a back-to-back 3 and 4 day, and it hit Celebration Key twice in Princess Cays. Nice.
So
We'll join.
July 25. There we go.
There it is. Okay. Let's see here. Let me.
Sorry, did I throw your order off?
I got this. 2 from Miami at the same time to rival Icon. Yeah, I think that's a good possibility, Macrina.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Did we hear MSC might come to LA in 2025? I did not hear that.
Coming to Galveston, we know that.
Yep, they're doing Galveston.
I mean, they are going after the U.S. market like gangbusters,
Yeah.
and so it would not surprise me to see them continuing to expand their presence westward. And so we've not heard anything official. So we always try not to speculate too much, but it would not be a shock to me to see them come to Long Beach.
Well, that would be their first West Coast ship.
It would be their first West Coast
They
ship.
don't even do Alaska sailings yet.
Yep.
So.
Now, we said it in our full review for MSC. There are still some things that they're working on getting right for the U.S. market.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to be super curious. We're going in with super great expectations because we had such a great time on MSC, our first sailing.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what it's like not sailing in the yacht club experience.
Right. Yeah, it'll be interesting for sure. Let's see here. Mobile can't do bigger than a Spirit class, I believe.
Right.
Yeah, I don't disagree. And I think they would have to do some major infrastructure upgrades to the port building as well to be able to handle that. So maybe, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. They only announced it now and it's not coming out till 2025.
2027.
Oh, 7, that's what I meant. Not 5. Oh, it's still early.
Have you had any coffee yet this morning?
I have.
I've already gone through this whole thing.
Oh, gosh. And he's got a Mountain Dew next to him.
We're not sponsored by the Pepsi Corporation. However, Pepsi, if you're watching, feel free to drop us a DM.
Tony said that the MSC Bellissima is on the Port of Los Angeles schedule. So there you have it.
That's
I wonder
fantastic.
if maybe it's part of a world cruise, though. I know that they use some of their older ships for the world cruises.
Let's do some digging. We'll do some
So
digging.
yeah, we'll have to do some checking out on that. Thanks for the heads up on that, Tony. Chris had a question. Have we booked the Icon or Star? They've got some good quotes while on board to Independence last week. $8,000 for a suite guarantee for 3 people. That's, I don't know. We are not booked. We are still looking at
for a
options.
Suite, though, for a suite, that is
Yes.
not
bad.
terrible.
No.
That is not terrible. So
Right.
we priced out. We're continuing to watch Icon. It is the #1 question that we get asked.
Yes,
the
it is.
#1 question we get asked when we're on cruises. Have you booked Icon yet? Have we booked you?
I think
Booked
we need to
Icon
get
yet?
on her.
Right now, the last time we pulled a quote, it was $6,300 for an interior cabin. That was the cheapest we could find for the 2 of us. At $6,300, I'm just going to be super transparent with you all. We can book 3, 4 other cruises on other lines at that price point. We could book into the yacht club again at that price point. We could book. There are so many other options.
Right.
It looks like a great ship. Don't get me wrong. The Sphere, the Pearl looks really cool. Like there's a lot of features. They've finally added their answer to Blue Iguana with kind of their included Mexican restaurant. So there are a lot of cool things about that ship. We've watched a bunch of videos, but for us, we would much rather experience 3 or 4 sailings versus now. Here's where I would change. Royal Caribbean, if you're watching and you want us to come on Icon of the Seas, we'll be there. I promise.
For sure.
But for now, that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah. We do need to try Royal Caribbean again. We've only done one sailing.
For sure.
And it would be great for it to be on the Icon class. Because when we did sail with Royal, it was on the Oasis class. So, we're definitely interested in checking it out. But
Read that one. Royal is pulling, I believe it.
Is pulling unused group rooms on Icon through next spring.
So prices may go up. Yep. I believe it. I absolutely believe it. They have, what's their CEO's name? I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Bailey?
Michael Bailey has said Icon, they believe they still have runway to raise the prices even more on Icon because people, quote, are willing to pay any price, quote. And so I fully expect to see discounted rooms really evaporate over the next year and a half for Icon of the Seas. It'll be interesting if Star helps bring some of the prices down based on the capacity, volume that they're going to add. But yeah,
I think there's just a lot of interest in general because of the size of the ship, and people want to see that record-breaking size and experience it. And it's so much. And I agree with you, Miss Aretha. It's huge. We do want to check it out. Don't get me wrong. I don't want you to think that we're not interested in it, but it's just, we need that price to be more within reason of what we're used to.
I mean, again, maybe if we grow to, 10,000 subscribers or 20,000 subscribers, like and subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Maybe then, but right now.
And I agree with Macrina. The prices won't go down because people continue to pay.
People do continue to pay.
It's the supply and demand, and people are still willing to pay it. It's just like what you see with all of the Disney parks and the Disney cruises and anything branded Disney. They continue to raise prices, and people still do it. So they don't have any reason to lower it.
We might have to go back to work.
Gross. This is work. All right. I think we've put it off long enough. There is a really awesome video that I put together going back to Margaritaville at Sea Paradise experience that we had last week. We were only on board
Sorry, I just killed a little.
You did not just kill anything. Stop. I'm sitting right next to him, okay? I'm
not dramatic.
Not at all. So yes, we were on board Margaritaville at Sea Paradise for a 2-night cruise. Just a little quick snippet of what it's like to be on Margaritaville at Sea.
Not a quick snippet.
Well,
that is their
sailing.
That is all they do is 2-night sailings, which is so.
They're expanding to 3 nights coming soon. But anyway, it was kind of an interesting peek into a historical ship. The ship was originally made its launch as Costa Classica in 1990, 1991, right around there. And the ship sailed under the Costa brand for many, many years before being purchased by Bahamas Paradise Cruises, where she set sail as the Bahamas, what do they call her? Grand Classica.
Grand.
And then once Margaritaville at Sea,
and she went through multiple names with Costa. She was the Neo Classica. Costa Classica, Costa Neo Classica, it's fine. And then she was Bahamas Paradise, and then Bahamas Paradise, the whole COVID thing. They got rid of the grand celebration. They kept the ship, but they needed outside funders. And the Jimmy Buffett empire said, "Hey, we'll put our name on this. We'll." And they did more than just put their name on that ship.
They did. And you'll see that in our full review. We go over a lot of really great pictures and videos of the renovated ship to the Margaritaville at Sea brand. But
it definitely pays homage.
There are still plenty of places that you can see the original Costa branding across the ship.
So cool.
So I put a little video together for y'all to enjoy. It's about 2 minutes, a little bit longer, 2 minutes and a half of viewing time. There's audio as well. It's just music. So hopefully that comes through.
2 minutes and a half.
Yeah, okay. Anyway. So here it is.
cool. That was cool.
So yeah, you could see we caught quite a few different pictures and images and videos across the ship of the Costa brand. We were really excited about those little Easter eggs across the sailing. I think we spent more time looking for those things than we did on the cruise itself, but no, it was a lot of fun. It was really cool. A couple of questions that came through. Macrina was wondering if Jimmy Buffett ever sailed on the cruise line.
I think he did. I think he did.
Yeah.
I don't know if he sailed or if he was just on the ship multiple times.
You know what? He's there all the time right now because his concert plays almost nonstop across the ship, whether it's in the Euphoria Lounge or Keys on the Water Lounge. They're playing his live concert constantly, so it's kind of cool to get a little bit of Jimmy Buffett while on there.
It was also really neat that on the Lido deck party, it was loud. There were so many people out on the Lido deck party, and they paused it all to take a moment of silence and raised a glass in Jimmy Buffett's honor. I have goosebumps. It was such a classy point of the experience.
Yep. And every day at 5 o'clock, they have a little party, a little Margaritaville party. You can have some margaritas.
I am certain the crew has never heard it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for them. I feel so bad for them. They have 5 o'clock call times, and they only go to Freeport and West Palm Beach every day. That's their route.
Yeah.
But they were in good spirits overall. I mean, it was a great experience. We had a really good time.
Thank you, Carnival Cruise Addicts.
Yeah.
We had so much fun finding. There was the crew staterooms. There was a door open. We always say this on the channel. Follow the signs that say crew only. There was a crew only door that was open, and right inside the crew only door there was a crew stateroom. And their name placards still have the Costa. They didn't replace the name placard, so it still had the Costa logo big and bold on the cruise name placards, which I thought was such a cool tribute. Yeah. The sign in the theater where the glue had started to fall, we saw it the very first day. We're like, that sign over there, it looks like weird. It's falling.
Yeah.
And we got close to see Costa Neoclassica. Here is where they cut corners a little bit. They just slammed new things on top of the old stuff. In the elevator bays and on the signs on the ship. And again, we talk about this in the full review. They just literally, when they renamed things, they just put stickers or new pieces of paper over it. And so there's a lot of stuff where they've just glued over existing stuff. And so
a little messy.
It's a little messy, messy. But overall, we'll share the full review. There's a lot to love.
There is. Okay. That takes us to the end of.
I got a couple more.
He's got more he wants to talk about, y'all.
I just a little bit. I promise, not too much longer since we're 50 minutes into this thing. Viking Cruises.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Viking Cruise Line has filed confidential papers that they will be filing for an initial public offering with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. They expect to raise $500 million. According to Bloomberg, this is not public information, but according to sources that Bloomberg spoke to, they expect to raise almost $500 million with their initial public offering. So that will be another cruise stock that will have the ability to invest in.
Shareholder credits?
Sure, maybe.
Real quick, Carnival Cruise Addicts said that they did a refurbishment during the pandemic with the money was tight, so they're not surprised. Maybe they'll fix all of those issues with Margaritaville at Sea Paradise signage during the next dry dock.
Here's what I will say, Carnival Cruise Addicts, I was surprised how much money they clearly put into this ship.
Yeah.
I mean, while we joke about some of the things that they slapped on, the branding, from the time you get to the terminal where the building is painted Margaritaville at Sea to the signage at check-in to the branding was on point throughout that ship. The Euphoria Lounge, one of my favorite spaces.
Yes.
I mean, I was really surprised at how, remember we commented, it looks like a new ship.
It does.
It looks, I mean, it really, minus, again, from the outside, it looks like a new ship. Yeah. You know, the top deck where they have the teak flooring, where the teak flooring was ruined, so they just put some AstroTurf up there. That didn't look new. That didn't look new, but I'm telling you, I'm not going to speak for you, but I was shocked at how nice this ship was.
I agree.
For 30 plus years old.
Yeah, agreed. Carolyn said that she's really wanting to go on a Viking European cruise. Agreed. Any of the Viking cruises would be awesome. They have river cruises now sailing in the United States. If that's something that you want to try out domestically, but yes, the river cruises are what they're known for. They also have ocean cruises. In the summer months, they do ocean cruises into the Great Lakes, actually. So kind of some cool options there. Amazing. And Tom said, thank you for posting another story that you're probably going to cover.
Yeah, I was just going to mention. Not necessarily a story, but Jubilee, Carnival Jubilee. Her naming ceremony is coming up here shortly. So we're going to be tuning into that today. We'll be live tweeting or live sharing our thoughts on that. So super excited for that. Who's her godmother?
Gwen Stefani.
Hey, so she'll probably be there.
I would imagine. Breaking the bottle of champagne on the hull.
Let's hope she breaks.
I hope so too.
Remember, we read about a ship whose bottle did not break. Do you remember which one that was?
Oh gosh,
it was a Costa ship, right?
It was a Costa ship.
Was it Neoclass? Was it?
No, it wasn't the one we were on.
Okay, good. So yes, so it is a good sign when that bottle of champagne breaks on a ship. The other thing that I was going to share, there was one other thing. Yep. Royal Caribbean came out this past week and they said, hey, we have to revise all of our estimates from 2024. We underestimated just how amazing this year was going to be for our company. And so based on onboard revenue, skyrocketing ticket sales at higher prices than ever in the history of the company, the best 5 booking weeks ever in the company happened during wave season this year. And so they had to revise their estimates for the year, revise them way up. And they said, we're going to be even more profitable than we expected in 2024. And so it's going to be a great year for, if you purchased and you are a shareholder for Royal Caribbean, congratulations. I do expect to see similar news with Norwegian. I think Norwegian is seeing phenomenal booking. I expect Carnival, based on our experience on Celebration, they are packing those ships.
Yes, they are.
And people are paying for these experiences, and the onboard revenue is up significantly across all of the lines. And
we were shocked at how many people bought the chicken wings.
Oh my gosh, y'all! Everyone was buying chicken wings. $18 for 24 wings. People were just, and no qualms about it. They're like, oh yeah, that's just $18. And so people, and plus Chibang had a cost for the second dining. Kachina had a cost for the second dining. Like people in those restaurants were still full.
They were. Everything is busy. So cruising is back. Cruising is in full force.
And the cruise operators are making lots of money out there.
Yeah.
So hopefully you were like the rest of the world and unlike us, and you invested during the pandemic.
We invested.
I know. I'm just teasing. I still wish my average cost on Carnival was lower.
I know. And hey, if you're looking on booking a cruise in the not too distant future, or if it is in the future, reach out to me. I'm happy to help you look at some options for you, regardless of what cruise line it is. Let's get you sailing.
Yeah,
let's do it.
I did forget 2 other things that I did want to mention today. Okay. Gosh, I just had a whole lot. Maybe the coffee. I should stop.
I think we should.
Carnival Jubilee. Yeah. They auctioned off those boots.
Oh yes.
The winning bid went for $25,000 for a pair of boots. Now, Christine Duffy we got to see her model those on the inaugural, the first day of the Carnival Jubilee. They're beautiful boots, $25,000, but the winning bid also got a 7-day cruise on Carnival Jubilee. Carnival Jubilee. So that's exciting.
Yes.
But that goes to Operation Homefront. Right. So that's really awesome. Great. And then a little bit of sad news. So we're going to have to find something else to end this with, because sad news, American Queen Voyages, you knew about them. I didn't know about who
they were. Paddle boats on the rivers. They did river cruises in the US, and they had paddle boats with the giant wheel at the back that gives them propulsion.
Okay.
They didn't have a huge fleet, but yeah, they were unfortunately struggling a little bit.
And they filed for bankruptcy. They are hoping to find a buyer to keep the fleet alive, but they do overnight cruises apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Like I was not familiar with them. And then you posted about this.
I did. The new senior officers were announced.
Let's end with that. That's more positive.
That is. Senior officers were announced for the Carnival Firenze. We were really excited about that. We actually know 2 of the names already that were posted. The entertainment director is Gordon, and we've sailed with Gordon before. Yes, we actually got the opportunity to meet him on the Miracle when we did the New Year's cruise 22 to 23. Gordon's an awesome guy. So happy for him to have this opportunity. And then they also announced the cruise director reporting into Gordon, and that is going to be Joey.
Joey Boyles.
Joey is also tied to, or not tied to, because that sounds really bad. But Joey is engaged. Wow. Joey is engaged to why can't I think of her name?
Wow.
Kendall Fire.
We won't tell this Texas native that
I've not sailed with her before. I've not sailed with Joey.
You've never sailed with Kendall?
No, I haven't.
What do you do?
I go on cruises, but now you just messed up my hair.
Oh shoot, sorry. Now you're like Chris. Oh, my hair is messed up. There were 2 comments that came through, and just enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Oh,
where are the wings located? The wings are located at Street Eats at the
Time Fries.
Time Fries, yeah.
Time Fries. Oh, and someone else.
Yes,
Carnival
Cruise Addicts answered that as
Bingo.
well.
Yep.
Time Fries is correct.
And I have the menu. I'm gonna tweet the menu. I haven't tweeted the menu yet. I'll tweet the menu so people can see it out on Twitter. So if you're not on Twitter, go out there. You'll be able to see the entire wings menu.
Yes. Carnival Cruise Addicts said to enjoy the rest of her day. They said great live. Thank you so much for tuning in, Carnival Cruise Addicts. And then Caroline said that she thought it might be you as the cruise director.
Oh,
could you imagine?
Could you put in a good word for Carnival? Hey, y'all, it's time for.
I don't think Mark could handle
Shuffle.
it. That's a lot for Mark.
What do you mean you don't think I could handle it? Do you all think I could handle? Do you think what I have? I'm not a good orator, clearly.
Neither am I. That's why I'm not going for the role.
The thing that I would struggle with is I do like my sleep.
Exactly. That's why I don't think you could handle it.
I can't imagine being up late for Lido deck parties. Thank you, Caroline. Aww,
well, you could cruise with us anyway. He doesn't have to be the cruise director.
That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Okay.
There's options. There's totally options.
So I do want to address one question because it's come up several times about this group cruise this year.
Yes.
Can you just give them a little bit of a preview?
Absolutely.
Because it is something that we are actively working on and we'll have information very, very soon.
Yes, totally. So we are looking at a group cruise. We put out the vote on our website, and we put it out to everyone across all of our different channels to tune in and let us know what they want to see. As of right now, we are leaning towards the Mexican Riviera sailing out of Long Beach, California, 7 nights on Carnival. We're looking very closely at the Carnival Firenze October 5th sailing. We haven't locked it in just yet. We have to go through all the details and figure out what's included with the group cruise, make sure there's enough availability on that sailing with Carnival. Yep. Once we get it locked in, we will let you know. There's going to be notices going out to all of our channels. We'll have a booking form that you can use on our website to make it easy to communicate that you want to participate. There will be minimum requirements. We'll have all different room categories available. We'll have onboard credits. We're going to do all of it. We just want to make sure everything is lined up and ready to go before we put that out there.
And we plan to be there too.
Yeah, we'll be there as well, I guess. I mean, whatever. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, we will be on the cruise as well. Of course, that's the whole point of a group cruise with this cruise life. But we are really excited. Thank you so much for all of the input that we received on that survey. We were really looking forward to getting this first ever group cruise scheduled in the books.
I'm terrified.
It's going to be a blast.
I'm terrified because I'm not an event planner, and so this guy is though. So it's going to be great.
We'll see.
Chris, not at the moment. Disney was the other one that our followers voted as high on the list of a line that we need to check out.
Right.
And so it is something that we're beginning to research.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if it'll be 25 or if it's going to be 26.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Wait. It's not going to be 24. We know just based on our schedule this year.
It'll be 25 or 26.
25 or 26 is when we will look to get on Disney. And so I'm excited to experience that another new line.
And the nice thing is Disney does sail out of Los Angeles, or they sail out of San Diego right now. So we can make that.
Chris asked about Galveston.
Oh, we could do Galveston too.
We could do Galveston. Sure. We could do back-to-back to Jubilee. We could back-to-back it on, or side-by-side it on Jubilee.
We could do that, or we could get on one of the other Carnival ships there, or we can get on Royal Caribbean or Norwegian or MSC. Everyone is sailing out of Galveston.
Galveston is popping. We're going to get on Liberty of the Seas. Nope, Liberty
Carnival.
of Carnival.
Carnival Liberty.
Liberty of Carnival. We're going to be getting on there.
Yeah.
In September, right? Have you booked that yet?
No, I haven't. I can't keep up with what he wants. I'm sorry. We need to get a whiteboard and start plotting all this stuff out, but then I might actually end up removing things if it's a whiteboard. Unrelated question from Gabe. They want to know if MSC Yacht Club sends our luggage tags ahead of time.
They do not. What was interesting with MSC Yacht Club, and this was one of the things that we didn't love, is there's really not a good communication about luggage drop or bag drop.
Right.
We dropped our bags with the porter initially, And then we saw Yacht Club Bag drop. So pay attention because there
Yeah.
is an exclusive area for Yacht Club Bag drop.
You'll get your general luggage tags. They're just not Yacht Club.
They're not Yacht Club. Yeah. So
Right.
so no,
That's what I'm saying.
They don't
You just
send Yacht
take
Club.
you want to put those luggage tags on so that you have identification for your bags, but you still want to bring that bag over to the Yacht Club check-in tent
Because they put their
where
own.
they will put their own strap on there as well. Just kind of a double security, if you will, on your
We
suitcases.
literally had to go flag down the porter that took our bags initially
Yes.
because the guy was like, no, that's the wrong place. Those need to. We had to
Yeah.
flag them down, get the bags off of that trolley, bring them over to the Yacht Club trolley. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Now, I have heard that in other ports, it is much better signed. We sailed out of
Brooklyn, which
Brooklyn
the
Cruise
Brooklyn
Terminal.
terminal shares other cruise lines. Cunard sails there. But if you go to Miami, for example, you're actually sailing out of an MSC dedicated port.
Miami.
Well,
No, you're not.
soon.
Soon.
Yeah. But they at least have
Soon,
better
next year.
infrastructure to be able to handle it
Yes.
at Miami at those
Yes.
cruise terminals
Yes.
than they do in Brooklyn.
It was clear that the luggage drop was just a pop-up tent.
Yeah.
It was still nice. They
Yeah.
had a Yacht Club carpet.
Carpet,
but-
yeah, everything
yeah.
was there. Yeah. So
And then the night before you debark, there are also tags that they will drop off in the Yacht Club stateroom as well.
right. Which that was an interesting experience for us because we didn't know what to do. But anyway, it was fun. Caroline said that Disney Cruise is amazing, which I've heard really great things about them as well. So
I'm itchy. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, I was just itching.
it's all in his head. I'm telling you. I don't see anything.
Okay.
Gabe said, is there a need for us to tag our bag at all before handing to Yacht Club staff then? Honestly, I would still recommend it. Again, just as a security measure so that your bags don't get lost. As you arrive at the port, I would still put your bag tags on there and then bring it to Yacht Club for check-in.
Can
just
you
for
drop a
safety.
note in the comments? Probably not. Oh gosh. Oh, Waypoint Explorers. Oh, why would you?
Oh,
say
that's
that?
terrible.
Oh.
I'm putting that on the screen.
I'm just gonna spray my whole body with this stuff. I love Blake. Blake was like, just get a paint roller and just paint it on. What I would say, can you drop it in there? Probably not right
What?
now live.
What?
The link to the tag holders, the luggage tag holders.
Oh,
That makes everything so much easier.
yeah.
Don't worry about it right now. We'll
Okay.
put it in the comments
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, we can add
But,
it
but
to
we
it.
love those things. They're like $5, $6, y'all. They're super cheap, and it just makes it so much easier. Whether you're yacht clubbing it or you're on any other line,
yeah.
we use those. We've used those now for probably 35, 40 sailings.
Yeah.
Those things are magical.
And the ones that we use are the Carnival ones, but they're the best size because they fit everyone's luggage
Yeah.
tags.
yeah,
I know that the Royal Caribbean ones are skinny and the Norwegian ones are skinny, but they fit into the Carnival tag
Yep.
holders, whereas your Carnival tags may not fit in the Norwegian or the Royal
true.
ones.
that's
So
true.
just our suggestion on there.
Yeah, so we'll put that in the comments once we end this live. We'll put that link in the comments.
Yeah.
Love those things.
Yeah.
And again, super economical. And we've had the same set for. Actually, I just bought a new set because they were finally starting to become
Oh, yeah,
discolored from
discolored.
all of the tags pulling in and out. We've
Yeah.
been on a few cruises.
Yep, for sure. Nurse Tara, hello.
Hi.
And she had a question wondering what's the smallest Carnival ship you've sailed on? My smallest Carnival ship would be the Carnival Legend or the Carnival Miracle. Those are just a little bit smaller capacity-wise versus the Conquest. Oh, actually, you know what? The Sunrise may have been smaller. I'd have to look at capacity.
Because that would have been Destiny class.
Correct. And the Destiny class came out just before the Spirit class.
Well, I know for sure
Yeah.
mine, and it was the Carnival Imagine Inspiration. Sorry, I was like, wait a minute, what? The
Which
Carnival
one?
Inspiration?
Yeah.
Was it the Inspiration? No, I'm doubting myself.
think it was the Inspiration as well.
Imagination, Sunrise, Sunshine.
No, it
the
wouldn't have been
Carnival,
Sunrise.
the
Sunrise.
Carnival Inspiration. No, I was
Yeah,
thinking
okay.
they're so
Okay.
similar.
Yes.
The Carnival Inspiration, which is a fantasy class vessel, it
Yep.
is it's the oldest class in Carnival's operating fleet. But it still had all of the features. It had Blue Iguana, it had Guy's Burger, it had pizza, it had everything that you would want in a Carnival ship.
Right.
But that was the smallest. It was honestly, it was a beautiful ship. So you're going to learn from us if you haven't already. We love the history in those older ships. They're just they're not modern. People don't love them. In fact, we went on the Conquest. I sat next to people that were like, "This ship just needs to be gutted and redone,
Ew,
gutted and redone."
don't do it.
And I was like, "We love it.
Yeah.
We love the neon and the dotty board signs.
Yes.
It's just such a cool
Yes.
nod to the past."
Personality on those ships.
Yep.
I guess Nurse Taro just got off of the Legend last week and had an amazing time. Yes, the Legend is
Fourth
a
cruise,
beautiful
first
ship.
first Carnival ship.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
That is.
a blue card. I'm
Yes.
glad to hear that you had a great experience. We literally would have come up to you on the cruise and been like, how's everything going? Is there like, do you need anything? How, like, I love that.
questions.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love the legend.
Yeah, the legend is legendary.
It's legendary.
If you want to get on one of the smallest ships still within Carnival's fleet, you can get on the Elation or the Paradise. The Elation is currently sailing out of Jacksonville, Florida, and the Paradise is sailing out of Port of Tampa. So you still have a couple of old ship options, which is wonderful. We'd love to. We're trying to get on those.
I'm just looking at my shipmate. Carnival Victory was an old one.
Radiance.
Inspiration. Yep. I just wanted to
Inspiration.
confirm.
Okay.
Inspiration. It was an inspiration for me to
Yep.
get my platinum card because that was my
Oh,
final
that was
cruise
your
before my
run,
platinum.
mileage
Yep.
run.
Yep.
Blake is showing a bucket and a paintbrush for you.
Yeah. Just paint it on.
Mhm.
Yep.
Waypoint Explorers, you ordered the Carnival and Princess.
They're the same. The luggage stakeholders. Yep.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes. Inspiration for Waypoint Explorers is
Oh,
theirs.
that's cool.
That's
Ouch,
awesome.
got an itch.
And then they're going on the Pride in October. So the Pride is the same as the Legend. So you're going to see a lot of similarities in the layout. However, the theme across the ship will be very different. I believe the Pride is the one that has like that safari.
I couldn't tell you because I've not been on the
yeah.
Pride.
She has the safari, I think, in that front forward hallway.
Can I ask
that runs the
for
theater.
those of you that are still with us, do you think we should book the Carnival Pride? What do you think? Drop it in the comments if you think we should get on to the
why
Carnival
wouldn't
Pride. I don't know. If our followers say we should, then we're going to have to book it. If you say we should get on the Pride, then we'll have to book it.
Yeah, but we're going to be going on the Pride.
So far, no one has said, yes, we need to get on the
They're
Pride.
they're
Y'all,
typing. They're busy
I'm
typing.
I'm counting on you.
Hey, Graham, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, well, maybe not. Maybe the Pride isn't.
Yes.
Oh, there we
okay,
go.
I see a yes.
Well,
I see a yes.
Nurse Tara
Is-
hasn't even been on the Pride yet.
Waypoint Explorers,
Oh.
phenomenal.
I love that.
Is this peer
We
pressure?
would make a shirt for that. Yeah,
We'll book cruise under peer pressure.
I love that. And then we'll put "See You There" with SEA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so here they all come. So Nurse Tara said yes.
Yes.
Nurse Tara said yes again. Waypoint Explorers said
Yes.
yes. Nurse Tara said yes again. Graham said, did he miss the Margaritaville scoop?
Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
It's-
We're gonna be
yeah.
putting out the video tomorrow.
We need to end this
Sure.
live, y'all.
Yes. Okay. Blake, as your designated enabler. Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. That's
Blake,
very
do you guys want
passive.
to? Do you guys want to come on the Pride with us?
Yeah.
It would be a ton of fun.
Yeah, we'll get Blake and Josh to go.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That would be a ton of fun.
Graham said, good to see you guys back together. Hope Hero is okay. Yep, he's sleeping on his blanket. He's happy as a clam, as they say.
He is over there.
Tom said it's a cruise. Book it.
Yes, Tom.
Agreed,
Yes, Tom.
agreed.
I agree.
Caroline said, love watching us. Have a beautiful day. And
Caroline,
Nurse
thank you so
Tara said,
much.
yes, Tom.
Carolyn and I are actually planning a coffee date, a virtual coffee date coming up. I've got to figure out when. It will likely, Caroline, I will drop you a note right after this, but hopefully early this week, because then we head out to Virgin. So it will be great to catch up and chat with you. Carolyn and I work together.
Oh, okay.
So fun fact, Carolyn and
Yeah.
I worked together
Yeah.
for years. We would go to Milestones, not Milestones. There was a great little restaurant she would always take me to when I would visit.
That's cool.
And so it was, loved it.
That's awesome. Nurse Tara said that she would actually definitely go on the Pride with
Oh,
us. It'll be
cool.
awesome.
That's awesome. I love it.
That sounds like a plan. So we've got another group cruise we have to plan. We've got this.
I want a coffee date too.
Well, the timing might be a little off. Caroline said it was Chop.
Chop.
I don't know. That's what she
I
said.
thought it was minestrones or milestones.
She said chop. I
They
don't
put
know.
these little plastic monkeys hanging from the side of the glass because I would always get the same drink. It was just a lovely.
She's looking forward to cruising with us one day.
Oh my gosh, we love that, Caroline. Thank you so much.
So I do want to make a quick mention that we're looking at our live event for next Saturday. We will be getting onto Valiant Lady from Virgin Voyages. I know that made him itch.
Just even hearing Margaritaville, I'm like, oh, I got.
We'll be getting on Valiant Lady next Saturday. Embark time, the earliest embark is 2 p.m., which is Eastern Atlantic time.
We'll
I
figure it
wanna
out,
say.
y'all. We're not
So we'll
gonna-
figure it
yeah,
out.
we'll
We're
figure it
probably
out.
not. There may not be an advanced notice like we usually like to give. It might just be an hour ahead of time that we'll post to our social channels and be like, "Hey, surprise! Here it is." But we'll be coming to you live on location from Valiant Lady in San Juan.
And part of the challenge is it is a late sailing, so they leave San Juan late, and so there's still a little bit of unknown. We're tracking down. We've reached out to Virgin to really understand with Deep Blue Extras and through Rocky's agency. Rocky's agency also. Fun fact: when you book Virgin through Rocky, you get some additional perks. So we get some additional perks through Rocky's agency, and we don't have a solid answer from San Juan yet, and so that's why we're like, if we get it sooner, obviously we will post it sooner.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see here. Caroline said she'd love to cruise with us, and she said then you went to Milestones. So you went to Chop first, excuse me, and then Milestones.
Okay, fantastic. Y'all, it has been an amazing time with you. Thank you so much for joining us as always. This it's a little bit chaotic. It's a little cruise
all over today.
It is. Well, we've had so many cruises that we've been on.
Yeah, and we've not had a live event in several weeks. So it's great to be back on. It's great to see our followers. We're so happy. Booking a Virgin through me. Yes, thank you.
How easy is it to fly into San Juan?
No, not that one. There we go.
Where all are you going?
I know. It's actually well, so we're kind of doing it different. We're not flying directly from Phoenix to San Juan. We are flying by Orlando because we're visiting with our friends in Orlando, and then they're flying down with us.
But if you live on the East Coast, super easy.
You've
Tons of options.
You've got JetBlue that does a lot of direct routes from the Eastern Shoreboard, which is really nice. That can fly directly to San Juan. You've got American
and not
Airlines.
Expensive.
Yeah, no, it's not.
No, it's expensive for us to go from Phoenix to anywhere.
Yes.
But from the East Coast, there's a lot of options that were not super expensive. Our trip to actual San Juan
it's really
was the cheapest part of the journey.
Yeah. And I will say that the accommodations are a little bit pricey in San Juan.
What did we pay?
Well, we were able to find a deal through my agency where we're staying at a hotel for $160
I didn't
so
think
a
that
night.
Based on what I just paid in New York and based on what I just paid in Miami, I did not think 160 was too
no. But based on the availability, if you want to stay at like one of the brand name hotels and that sort of thing,
$400 or $500 a night, which was wild.
Yeah.
That's why we booked through Rocky.
That's right. Have a nice weekend, everyone. Nice chatting with us. Thanks, Tara, for tuning in. Tom, a great life today. Sorry that you had to flee. Oh my gosh, that's a great one. Sorry you had to had to flee. Yeah, he's biting at himself now. Hopefully see us in Europe soon.
That would be fun.
That would be really cool. I mean, we're talking about North Europe and doing the Legend, right? Angela invited us to join her. And awesome because BWI is her home port. Yeah.
Super convenient.
So I'm guessing her other cruises have been on Royal because I believe Royal also sells out of Baltimore.
Okay.
So, all right. I think we need to put an end to today's live event.
We've got Carnival Jubilee's naming ceremony coming up here very soon.
In less than an hour, I believe.
I thought it was 2:30.
So about an hour. Okay. Either way, Jubilee's naming ceremony is coming up. So stay tuned to our channel because we'll have tons of more content coming out. We have the full review of Margaritaville SC Paradise planned for tomorrow. I've got a lot of work to do. His cruise buddy's asking him how the itchiness is going, of course. But anyway, it's been a pleasure sharing our Saturday morning with you. It is now Saturday afternoon for us. So thank you again to everyone for tuning in. It has been a blast.
And again, thank you, Chris, for the super sticker. If you're still around, thank you so much. That was very sweet of you.
Right.
And Brandy, it was great to sail with you. Yeah. Again, Angela, thank you so much. Just so many shout outs and so much appreciation from Mark and Rocky here this Saturday morning.
Absolutely. Our hearts are filled with happiness.
Yeah. And cruises.
Have a wonderful rest of the weekend, y'all. We will see you again soon.
Bye, y'all.